Hello, everyone. Susan Gerbic from Psychics Explained. I've got a flurry of messages from Matt Fraser, and they're all personalized to me, even in all caps. And I just can't help but, want to take a look at them. I've also got a lot of other videos that I have now um, in my queue to review for you guys. So let's take a look at this email. This email was sent to me on October 27th. So this is Monday. Let me show it to you. It's from Matt Fraser, America's top medium, apparently. And he says, "Hi, Susan." See how he's personalizing it. Every once in a while during a live event, something happens that even I can't explain. And this is one of those moments. A woman stood up and admitted she didn't believe in mediums. Well, what is she there for? Why would you pay? I mean, is she working for us? She told me, if this is real, you'll talk about the dog tags. She never said those words out loud, just thought them in her head. But the moment I connected with her brother in spirit, the first thing he showed me were his dog tags. From that instant, everything changed. Her brother came through with powerful messages of love, regret, and proof that he's still right by her side. The reading is emotional, raw, and one of the clearest examples of how spirit always finds a way to reach us, even when we doubt. So we're going to watch this reading. I haven't seen it yet. You'll see how her brother spoke about his passing, the music he hears her, he sends her from heaven, and the moment he gave the undeniable sign she's been asking for. Even skeptics can't deny what happened that night. Oh my gosh, I am so glad I am sitting down right now. Are you guys sitting down? Because this might be something really amazing, and we're not going to be able to deny what happened that night. I hope this story reminds you that your loved ones are always near, watching, guiding, and sending little signs to say, "I'm still with you." Live on tour. And then here's his tour dates. Come and go visit him in person. Okay. So let's look this over here a second. It says the woman stood up and admitted she doesn't believe in mediums. Mm-hmm. She told me if this is real, you'll talk about the dog tags. But she never said those words out loud. She just thought them in her head. The moment I connected with her brother in spirit, it's always capitalized. The very first thing he showed me were his dog tags. All right, let's think about that. So she stands up and says she doesn't believe in mediums. That's a little odd. And then in her mind, she says, if this is real, you'll talk about the dog tags. And she says that to him. This is Matt Fraser saying this. She told me, if this is real, you'll talk about the dog tags. But she never said those words out loud. She just thought them in her head. So now he's a thought reader. Golly, this guy's amazing. Okay, from that instant, everything changed. Her brother came through with powerful messages of love, regret, and proof. Okay, and the first thing he showed me were his dog tags. My father was in World War II. He had dog tags. Everybody I know who's in the military at a certain age has dog tags. Now, I don't know if that's still a thing. Does every military person have dog tags now? I'm going to Google that. Let's find out. Okay, so here's the answer. According to Google AI, I said, do military have dog tags? And it says, yes, all soldiers get dog tags as part of their standard military issue, typically during basic training, at least in the United States. I don't know if it's true everywhere. Dog tags are considered part of the uniform and are required in situations like combat training and military operations. Sometimes the soldiers wear the tags differently to prevent noise or for additional security. Okay, one is to put them in your boot. All right, so the point is, all military in the United States have issued dog tags, and they all wear them. It's part of the uniform. So if Matt Fraser is going to talk to this woman about his dog tags, her husband or her brother, what do you guys remember? Her brother. So if it's her brother and he's talking about dog tags and he was in the military, and what? You don't throw away dog tags. They're special. They were worn a lot of the times close to your loved one's heart. So obviously you're not going to get rid of those things. They're very personalized. It has his name, I think it has a rank. It has a lot of information on there. Some sort of numbers, if I remember correctly. So if Matt is able to read this woman's mind, as he says, he wrote that, not me, not my words, he says it, then he should be able to read those dog tags to her, right? He should be able to say what names on them, numbers, whatever's information's on there. It should be on there, right? Okay. So now I'm dying to see this video because I am really ready. Oh my gosh, you guys. I hope you're ready too. Because even skeptics can't deny what happened that night. So are you guys ready? We're going to see a reading where Matt Fraser reads this woman's mind. And in her head, she says something about the dog tags. And he's going to immediately go to the dog tags with her brother. And I bet he's going to read off the information on those dog tags. His name, his what rank he has in the military, all the numbers, because he can read it. It's going to be exciting. You guys ready?
I'm connected with your brother. I keep saying
okay. It's 9 minutes long. It's on Matt Fraser's own website. His YouTube channel has got 213,000 views. It's 3 weeks old, 365 comments. He's got 421,000 subscribers, and I'm barely at 2. Oh my gosh, I need to get busy. Psychic Calls Out Skeptic is what it's called. Oh, this is going to be amazing. I'm just, okay. I'll stop it a little bit here and there. So let's see. Here he is with this sparkly outfit on. Because he buys it at the psychic store. Psychic medium store. Oh, I got to make sure I hit the button that shares with the audio. I don't understand why it isn't just obvious. It should be like a big button if you're sharing anything. Do you want to share audio with this also, or default? All right, there he is, Mr. Sparkle himself. Does it say when this was uploaded? His sold out events, television appearances, spiritual. His events are not sold out, you guys. I've been to them. And his Vegas show was just canceled. And I have video of him saying that. But he blames it on Vegas. All right, here we go.
Tags.
Wait, I'm going to go back.
When I'm connecting with your brother, I keep seeing dog tags.
I was wondering if you were going to say that.
Bullshit! You were testing me. He said to me that you said in your head, if this is real, talk about the dog tags.
I did.
All right. Okay, let's see. That's edited.
The soul's coming through and I keep seeing popping.
All right, so that's edited, right? Obviously. So let's go over to here. So what we see to start off with is the woman is standing in the audience holding the dog tags. She's already at the microphone. So that's not where it starts. Okay, here we go again.
Popping pills. So how do you connect with pills being involved with their passing?
My brother.
Okay. So know that first of all, your brother's here. And it's funny because when I'm connecting with him, he's pointing to that hat that you're wearing when I'm...
Wait. Sorry, you guys. I got to keep going back. These are edited videos. He edited this video. There was not a woman standing in the audience holding a microphone randomly, and then he's all of a sudden talking to her. That is not happening. That's what we see in the video, but that is not what's happening. So what's going on is Matt Fraser is on stage or wandering around the audience, and he gives a scenario, whatever it is he wants to cold read the people with. And then he says, who does that apply to? Who is it that is going to fit? And somebody in the audience will raise their hand, and then somebody will come over and bring a microphone to that person. And he'll say, can you connect with that? And they'll say, yes, I can. And then he'll ask them questions like, who is it that, how do they connect to you? And how are you related to these other people that are with you? And, they stand up, and then he's summing them up because he's cold reading. Now he's very good at this cold reading. So he's taking a look at the person, and he's going to make some kind of judgment about who they are. You can tell from their voice, their approximate age, their ethnicity, all kinds of how they're dressed. You can make a judgment about that person that sums up their human nature stuff. And then from there, you'll move on to making general statements that are Barnum statements. And you do it in such a way that they're eliciting all the information and you're just asking questions, but they don't realize you're asking questions. They don't get that at all. And they don't get how much information that they're being given to them. So, okay. With that said, see, I'm watching this for the very first time.
This soul's coming through, and I keep seeing popping pills. So how do you connect with pills being involved with their passing?
My brother.
Okay. So know that, first of all, your brother's here. And it's funny because when I'm connecting with him, he's pointing to that hat that you're wearing when I'm speaking to him.
It's his hat.
He just said to me, he goes, you tell her to put that back where she got it, he says. He says, she doesn't look good in my hats, Matt. And when I'm connecting with him, he had the hat collections here in this world. Yes. And when I'm speaking to him, he kept saying to me, Matt, I'm sorry for passing in this way. I'm sorry for dying in this way. When I'm connecting with your brother, can I tell you the truth, and everything but the truth?
Please.
Can we judge Judy it? Because there's a lot that he's telling me.
I would expect nothing else.
Because when I'm connected with your brother, he used to party hard here in this world when I'm connecting with him.
Yes.
He's like, Matt, you know what that's saying, like sex, drugs, and alcohol? That was me, he said. And when I'm connecting with him, he was also an outdoorsman when I'm connecting with him, because he shows me about being outside. And at one point, it looks like, did he used to like dirt bike or like do like four-wheelers or things like that?
He liked stuff like that.
When I'm connecting with him, he's showing me this lifestyle that he had.
Yes.
And he says to me, Matt, he goes, I was always doing crazy things. He says to me, because I see him like out, and I see him with friends, and he's showing me bonfires, and he shows me everybody drinking, and he shows me what he used to do and what his life was like.
He was always a good time.
I'm also hearing Chris as well. Is there Chris?
Yes.
Who's that?
Her friend.
He really thinks this is a good interview. I mean, he really thinks this is a good reading, enough that he's putting it out in emails and sending it to Susan Gerbic. Now, you guys know better. You've been watching these videos, I hope, for a while, and understanding what we're saying and really thinking about what these readings are. You should be getting this right now. And we shouldn't blame the rest of the world out there who doesn't get this because they're not following my channel. Well, heck, I got 2,000 views, 2,000 subscribers. Whoop-de-doodle. I'll take it, but that's not getting the message out there what's going on. So what he probably said is, from the stage, he said, I'm getting somebody who died, maybe he said a young man who died young, who was taking pills. Does that identify with anybody out there in the audience? And they said, and the woman said, yes. And then they walk over, hand her a microphone. And then that's where we see the video starting. And he says, who is it who was taking pills? And she says, my brother. And, killed himself with pills. And she said, my brother. And then he says, where does the military come in? God, see how fast this is? It's hard to pay attention whenever I'm paying attention. Let's just back that up a second, because I don't want to say something and it's not right. This is the very beginning.
Soul's coming through and I keep seeing popping pills. So how do you connect with pills being involved with their passing?
My brother.
Okay. So know that first of all, your brother's here. And it's funny because when I'm connecting with him, he's pointing to that hat that you're wearing when I'm speaking to him.
It's his hat.
He just said to me, he goes, you tell her to put that back where she got it, he says. He says, she doesn't look good in my hats, Matt. And when I'm connecting with him, he had the hat collections here in this world.
Yes.
And when I'm speaking to him, he kept saying to me, Matt, I'm sorry for passing in this way. I'm sorry for dying in this way. When I'm connecting with your brother, can I tell you the truth, and everything but the truth?
Please.
Can we judge Judy it? Because there's a lot that he's telling me.
I would.
Where was the military part? Did you guys remember that? Let's see. I'm missing the military part. Was that before or was that the...
This soul's coming through and I keep seeing popping pills. So how do you connect with pills being involved with their passing?
My brother.
Okay. So know that first of all, your brother's here. And it's funny because when I'm connecting with him, he's pointing to that hat.
Okay, so there's no military at this point. He said as soon as I connected with her, he started talking about the dog tags.
Because when I'm connected with your brother, he used to party hard here in this world.
Okay, we're back on the
When I'm
party.
connecting with him, he was also an outdoorsman when I'm connecting with him because he shows me about being outside. And at one point, it looks like, did he used to like dirt bike or like do like four-wheelers or things like that?
He liked stuff like that.
When I'm connecting with him, he's showing me this lifestyle that he had.
Yes.
And he says to me, Matt, he goes, I was always doing crazy things. He says to me, because I see him like out and I see him with friends and he's showing me bonfires and he shows me everybody drinking and he shows me what he used to do.
Okay, so there's no reference at all to military at the beginning. And according to the email he sent, he said, as soon as I connected with this man, this brother, he's showing me dog tags and the woman wanted to know. So I guess that's somewhere else in this thing. Now, then he throws out, who is Chris? Now, so this is the law of large numbers. And this is what cold readers do. They want a quantity of people to be stand up, I guess you could say, and be the people that he's connecting to. I'm going to show you a whole bunch of videos as I'm making them now. I'm working on it, just one of many. But I've already watched a whole bunch of videos. I have 11 ready to get commentary. I just got to sit down and make them, but they're all done. I've blurred out the people who are the sitters because they were private readings. And I'll show you that what Matt Fraser does is he calls on people where there's groups of people. And one of the reasons that he does this is because his odds are higher that he will get a hit when there's a group of people, even 2 or 3 or 4 people, than if he's calling on just one single person. If a woman stands up in the audience and she's completely there by herself, he's less likely to call on her because his odds are lower that he's going to hit on other Barnum statements he throws out there. So what he does is okay, so we're moving on to this next person, but again, he's asking a question. Who is Chris? He's not saying your dad's name is Chris, the woman next to you, and he's trying to get through to me. He's not saying that at all. He's saying, who is Chris? Knowing he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 women he can pick from. And think about how common the name Christopher is. And it could be Christine or Crystal or whatever. He says, who is Chris? He doesn't say, who is the guy named Chris? He says, who is Chris? So his odds are massive whenever he's got 5 people. Think about how many people you guys know that are named Chris, Crystal, Christine, Christian. You know, just think about that. Yeah, it was a very common name. When I used to be a baby photographer back in the 1980s, 90s, 2000s, I retired in 2016. Christopher was one of the most popular names we had. Nicholas, Christopher, lots of those names, but Chris was really popular. I could pull up the database, baby name database for Social Security Index and show you, but I know you guys already know. It's just a very common name. So if he's going to throw out the name Chris, it's going to hit with one of these people. And look how it's going to hit. It's not the woman sitting next to him, but their minds are racing when they throw this stuff out there. They're just racing. How can I make a connection? How can I make a connection to this? And immediately they find a connection. Let's go see what happens with Chris. I'm still sitting down waiting for this amazing thing, but I'm not there yet.
What his life was like.
He was always a good time.
I'm also hearing Chris as well. Is there Chris?
Yes.
Who's that?
Well, her friend. Unless you're saying he was calling me that.
No. He's telling me Chris. So how was that connected to you?
To me, one of my best friends died unexpectedly, and his name was Chris.
He's also here. When you come together, your loved ones come together.
Yes.
Know
Just
that one of
cruel.
the things is this.
Just cruel.
Okay, this is why I have the whole row stand up, because I might be talking with you with your brother, but know that Chris is there as well. And what's crazy is that even though they might not have known each other here in the physical world, right? The same way that you two can see one another, meaning that you're both alive and in the same row, right? All of our loved ones right now can see each other in spirit. So know that the first thing that I have to tell you is this, is your brother's coming through because he says to me, Matt, he says, my sister is so pissed at me because he tells me that he always made the wrong choices in life here in the physical world. And when I'm connecting with your brother, it started off with him just having fun and being out there. But then as life went on, he shows me him getting into trouble here in the physical world when I'm connecting with him. And I saw your brother get arrested when I'm speaking to him. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
He says to me, Matt, these are some of the things that I regret here in this world. He says, because the one thing that I want my sister to know is that she grew up. She took responsibility within her life.
Do you hear the music? There's music playing very subtly. Piano, like a piano place, so that we know that we're at the emotional part. I assume those are all added after the fact for this video. So Chris, her friend, this guy who died suddenly. All right, well, we're out of here. I'm going back to the lady who's holding the microphone with the brother. Unnamed brother, by the way. We still haven't named this guy. We haven't got to the military. We haven't got to dog tags. He knows that this guy died of a drug overdose. He knows that because he threw that out, and that's when she raised her hand. Who is it who's died from popping pills? And so now he's on to this avenue of, well, he made bad decisions in his life. He was a partier, and he made bad decisions, and that he had, now he's saying he got arrested. I mean, does that seem impossible to you guys listening to this for the first time, as I am, that somebody who died of an overdose probably made bad decisions in their life and possibly might have had a lifestyle. And as she says, he was always, out there having a good time, and he was wild and, playing with dirt bikes and Lord knows what else. Not saying that's bad. None of that is bad. I'm just saying that if we're going with stereotypes, he's going down that path. And so the idea of saying he was arrested, she may not know if he really was arrested. He might never have been, but she's starting to agree with it because it sounds like something that might have happened, and maybe her brother just never told her. Okay, so here we go. Buckle up, Buttercup.
And I never did. And used to get so upset with him. And literally, he shows me that this drove a wedge between you and between him. Because he shows me, like, for the past year of his life, you weren't talking to him all that much. You weren't really hearing from him. Not that you didn't love him, but just that there was this separation that you felt with him. Do you understand that?
Yes.
I see you driving. This is what's crazy. Your loved ones will show me like little visions back in your life. And I see you driving and saying like, oh, I just hope my brother gets it together. Like, I just hope that he gets it together, lands, holds down a job, does this, and this. But he says to me, Matt, he says, I did the opposite. He tells me that he tore his family apart here in this world with his passing. And for that, he wants to say that he's sorry. I will tell you, the day that your brother died, he was not trying to end his life. He shows me very clearly he did not know what he was taking. Do you understand that?
Yes.
He shows me, because I said to him, well, what is this? And he goes to me, oh boy, when I'm connecting to your brother, it's like, Ooh. I don't do drugs, okay? But when I connect with your loved ones, they'll show me like very specific things. And your brother showed me, like, he used to pop pills, and then he used to also take it with like Red Bulls and energy drinks and shit like that. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Because he's trying to like explain to me like what these pills are. I'm like, listen, I was an EMT, I didn't know about those pills. But I will tell you that the day that your brother died, he did not know what he was taking. Whatever he was taking that day, he thought that he was going to sleep it off, wake up, and do it again, because he tells me that. He says to me, Matt, I went to bed. Do you understand that?
Yes.
And then I see someone trying to wake him up, but he was already gone. He had already died. He says to me, this was my life. He says, I would go out, I would party hard, I would get up. He says, I would go to bed. He says, I go to bed, I get up, I do the same thing all over again. So know that what your brother says to me is that he's sorry. He's sorry for the way that he was found. He was sorry for the way that you all fought for him to try to figure out what had happened. And he says to me that you're so upset because you know that those things that he had taken had come from a trusted source. He tells me that you feel like he did not get justice for his passing. Do you understand that?
Yes.
So this, do you understand that? Do you understand that? Do you understand it? And then there's the sitter is going, yes, I understand that. It doesn't necessarily mean they agree. They just want the reading to continue. And it's happening so fast. It's very emotional. They're not always processing exactly what he's saying. So this may not have been exactly true, where he's saying that he was popping pills. He didn't know what it was taking. Somebody tried to wake him up. He thought, it was a trusted source. All of that may not be true. But to the sitter, she's just trying to react. And she's trying to just grapple with this idea that her brother is right there. The psychic will say, like Matt does, do you understand that? Do you understand that? Do you understand that? Do you understand it? And it just keeps it going. And it looks like the person is agreeing the whole time. Because, as I say, she's trying to make sense of this. We still haven't gotten to the military of the dog tags. According to the email he sent, it said in the email, as soon as I connected with this woman's brother, I'm going to read it again. All right. From the moment I connected with her brother in spirit, the first thing he showed me were his dog tags. From that instant, everything changed. Her brother came through with powerful messages of love, regret, and proof he's still right by her side. You'll see how her brother spoke about his passing. He didn't. The music he sends her from heaven, and the moment he gave her the undeniable sign that she's been asking for. Even skeptics can't deny what happened that night. Right? So far we haven't seen these dog tags or any sign of the military. I'm still waiting. It might be there, but it's not the first thing. So, okay, let's continue. How much more we got? 4 minutes. Listen to that music too. You'll hear the very slight piano music that's cueing us, the listeners, to understand what it is that we're seeing. How to react.
Your brother tells me this. He says, Matt, I didn't know what I was taking. He says, but I also didn't ask. He says, I tried anything that was given to me. He says, if it looks good, I tried it. That's what he says. So know that the one thing that he wants to let you know is this. He wants to thank you for holding strong within his life here in this world. Because the moment that your brother died, he tells me that you rushed to pull everybody together, to keep the family close, to hold the relationships with everyone. He says, and I'll never forget that. Your brother wants to let you know one thing. Your brother says to me, Matt, please, 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 please tell my sister that I am watching over her every single day. And thank you for having the conversations with me and talking with me. He goes, and I'm the one who sends her the music. So you keep hearing music and songs that remind you of your brother. And I know that you cuss him out every time. He says to me, tell her, please don't be upset with me. He says, I made a mistake. He says, and I wish I would have realized it sooner. But my soul is always there. I am with you, and I am at peace. And there's one other thing, hold on. You're going to know that sometimes the souls just won't stop talking, and they'll tell me a million things about their past and what had happened. And then they'll also talk about certain things that the family kept. And when I'm connecting with your brother, I keep seeing dog tags.
Oh my fucking God.
They're his. He was in the army, and I put them in my pocket right before I left, and I kissed it first.
You just got the chills.
Yeah.
I was trying to end the reading. I wanted to end the reading. And your brother just said to me, he goes,
I was wondering if you were going to say that.
bullshit, you were testing me. He said to me that you said in your head, if this is real, talk about the dog tags.
I did.
Your brother said to me, and look at now she laughs at me. Your brother said to me, I hope this is the proof that you needed to heal.
Thank you.
Don't thank me, thank him. So know that when you put those dog tags in your pocket and you're like, he's never gonna get this, he's never gonna know this. I knew for one reason, because your brother told me. And this is his way of validating to you that you can live every day without holding on to this pain and hurt. Because without a doubt, I want you to know that he's here and that he's with you. Right? I'm gonna leave you with that. And then also at the same time, your friend Chris passed? Okay, but did he pass in an accident here in the physical world?
A similar kind of thing. It wasn't like purposely, it was also an accident type of thing too.
He's here as well, but this is really interesting on how he had died. Because when I'm connecting with him, you're telling me it was in a similar way, but he tells me he had addiction issues here in the physical world when I'm speaking to him.
He did, yeah.
And I also see when I'm connecting, he was in either some type of a program or went to some type of, it looks like either a doctor or he was talking to some medical provider about this.
Yeah, no, he definitely did go to like medical things and stuff and try to stop doing stuff, yeah.
Please know that his soul is okay. Because when I'm connecting with him, he just said to me, let them know that I'm okay. And then also when I'm connecting with him, I kept hearing about him not going to work and not getting up for work and not being not unlike him. So know that it's his way of getting this message back to his family. And this is what happens. And a lot of times, is that souls will piggyback off of one another. Meaning that if certain souls have died in a similar way or have a similar message or have to come through for some reason, they will. And that's why he's here right now, to let you know that not only is your brother here, but he's here. And they're actually talking to each other on the other side. Instead of him talking to me, I have him having conversations with your brother in spirit.
I feel like they would have liked each other, honestly. Like knowing her brother and knowing Chris, I feel like if they met each other, they would have liked each other.
Well, they have met each other on the other side.
Exactly.
The only thing is that when our loved ones pass on, it's cool because they can see, in their world, they can see each other just like we see us. So know that they're together. You brought the two of them with you today, and they're always angels that are with you and watching over you in spirit.
Okay, that was smooth. That was really good. I never said he wasn't a good cold reader. That was very good. So he went for it and he got it. So he doesn't say they're hurt. Okay, so I can see why he put out this video because that looks really compelling. But he doesn't say, let me try to find that spot again. I hope you guys are. Okay, so I know what you're thinking. I know what you're thinking. How did Matt know about the brothers' dog tags? That's what you're saying to yourself, right? How did he know about the brothers' dog tags? Again, no name, just brother. And we know it's his brother because she said so. So no names are given, which is bizarre. But let's listen to this a little bit again. Pay attention.
And I know that you cuss him out every time. He says to me, tell her, please don't be upset with me. He says, I made a mistake. He says, and I wish I would have realized it sooner. But my soul is always there. I am with you, and I am at peace. And there's one other thing, hold on. You're going to know that sometimes the souls just won't stop talking. They'll tell me a million things about their past and what had happened. And then they'll also talk about certain things that the family kept. And when I'm connecting with your brother, I keep seeing dog tags.
Okay, so you got me. He did say that. He did say that the brother wants to talk about dog tags. Very good. It doesn't mean that Matt knew that there were dog tags since the guy was in the military. It just means that he took a guess and dog tags were a good one. Very good. He didn't know he was in the army, doesn't know his name, none of that, but he got that. I don't think that she's a stooge. I do not think this is a hot read. I do not think he saw those dog tags in advance. I think it was just a guess, and I think it was a good guess. And Matt has been doing a lot of readings over the years, and he's just really good at summing people up and assuming that they have, some kind of thing about them. And he said this guy's military, or he had something to do with the military. Maybe he thought that the brother might have had some contact with, would have been the type of person who would have kept dog tags of another family member, somebody who would have been that type. So I don't know. Very good. I give Matt that one. That's one out of how many? But did you hear the music? And then you heard her little violin, oh, and then you hear the piano again. So those are cues put in, because our generation, I should just say, anybody who's of a TV generation, anybody who's raised with TV, which I was born in 62. Anybody who's born with that generation, we don't even notice anymore when those kinds of riffs, music cues are put in there. We just don't even get it, because it's part of our nature. We don't remember that there's cameras all over the place. Whenever we see something filmed, we forget that there are more than one person in the room. When you see people talking on TV and they're talking to each other, we're not remembering that there's producer, director, people getting coffee over there, this person, that person. We just really just see this intimate discussion going on between the two people. We forget that there's a room of people there. It's really interesting, the phenomena of our culture, that we have forgotten about that. So that subtle music cues in there are working on us to let us know when we are in an emotional moment or a surprise moment, or whatever kind of moment that emotion they want us to feel. And if you were to be able to watch things without that music on it, I think it would feel off. We wouldn't know exactly what was going on. But very good, Matt. I'm really impressed. You got dog tags, but it still doesn't mean you're psychic. It's just a guess, and it hit. And you made a video out of it. Well done. Okay, comments below, you guys. I've got a lot more videos to go through, and it's going to take me a while to get through these. I hope you're enjoying them. I really enjoy seeing your guys' comments. Keep continuing to send me your links to people that you want me to review. At the moment, I'm kind of on a Matt Fraser kick, but I could easily move on to something else if I have to. But there's a bunch of videos I got to get through. Okay, take care, everyone.